疫情反覆，一輪又一輪嘅禁堂食措施，令香港人習慣咗食外賣嘅新常態。隨之而嚟嘅係食物包裝同即棄餐具帶嚟嚴重嘅塑膠污染。
4,000 tons of plastic cutlery was dumped into Hong Kong's landfill back in 2019. And this was before the pandemic. After the pandemic, takeaways have seen a 50% increase in sales, which means that the amount of plastic cutlery has nearly doubled. We also discovered, in addition to this, that when you dip plastic cutlery into any hot food, it also leaches a lot of harmful chemicals like carcinogens into your meal. And that is really harmful for your health as well. So it's both. You're throwing away a lot of plastic and also ingesting plastic into your body.
為咗減少即棄餐具造成嘅浪費，幾個科技大學嘅學生就研發咗食得嘅環保餐具。食完飲完嘢可以直接食埋飲管、匙羹同埋杯仔。呢啲餐具食落就好似偏硬嘅餅乾咁脆卜卜，仲有唔同嘅口味任君選擇。
For the straws, we have currently 6 different flavors: chocolate, strawberry, lime, mint, vanilla, and coffee. For the spoons, we have chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. These are just the dessert spoons. We also plan to make Western cutlery. They are essentially 100% vegan, so they're not gluten-free yet. They're made of whole grain flours, which is partly wheat, and they also contain some other grain flours. But we also add some edible gums, which are also vegan.
不過，可食用物料比起一般塑膠，始終都比較脆弱。佢哋研發過程最大嘅挑戰就係不斷調整材料比例，以平衡餐具嘅口感同埋堅硬度。
The cutlery, even though it's edible, it needs to last well enough in hot liquids, cold liquids, or any kind of food, and not get soggy. But then when you're eating it, it should not be too hard as well, right? So I feel like getting that right amount of texture was really difficult. So we have actually tested our Western spoons as well, and all of these cutleries as well, in boiling hot water. They last for about 60 minutes currently, and we wish to improve that in the future as well with more innovation.
We can just decide something that can be etched on this.
佢哋計劃先喺市面推出可食用嘅飲管，並且同高端又重視環保嘅餐廳合作，為佢哋度身訂造成套餐具，希望先從一班高消費能力嘅客人着手推廣可食用餐具。
For example, if they're doing more Western food, then we have a sea salt and olive oil flavored Western cutlery, which goes well with salad bowls and soups and so on and so forth. So we're going for more of a premium feel, so that we can match the taste of the exact cuisine that the restaurant is catering to. So we work with the chefs of the restaurants to see what kind of food they're serving, and then just discuss with them what kind of flavors would go well with the cuisine.
喺冰島嘅克里舍迪有一座由多組大型風扇組成嘅龍門架，每組風扇都連住一個盒。喺冰天雪地嘅高山地區，當然唔係用嚟降溫，而係要捕捉空氣中嘅二氧化碳。
We have this box where we have a filter material inside. The filter material has a high affinity to CO2. This means when we blow air through the collector, the CO2 sticks to the filter material, and we keep on blowing air through. When the filter material is saturated, we stop, we close the box, and we start heating. We heat with low-grade heat up to approximately 100 degrees. And while doing so, the CO2 is released from the filter material and can be pumped out of the collector. This way we clean the filter material, we collect CO2, and when this step is done, we open again the lids and start blowing air through.
呢座捕捉二氧化碳嘅裝置位於全球最大嘅克里舍迪地熱發電廠附近。參與研發嘅工程人員預計，每一座龍門架每年都可以捕捉到4000噸二氧化碳。由於地熱發電廠本身利用火山熱力嚟發電，已經屬於低碳項目，所以裝咗龍門架就可以更加有效咁達至碳中和。 不過，亦都有科學家覺得，要二氧化碳捕捉器發揮作用，選址方面應該要更加精準。
Does it make sense to spend billions on demonstrating and proving carbon capture plants for gas-fired power stations or coal-fired power stations when we've got renewables proving themselves in terms of cost reductions and penetration into electricity markets? My view from research that my group has been doing recently is that there are greater benefits to focus carbon capture in the industrial manufacturing sector rather than the power generation sector, and that we should also have a very, very keen focus of carbon capture from this sort of direct air capture, so that we should actively be developing this direct air capture technology, which has the advantage that not only is it something that we can do in parallel with decarbonising the world's energy system, but it also may help us do something very important later in the century, which is actually draw down excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere if, for example, we overshoot our international temperature target.
專家又指出，除咗提高捕捉二氧化碳嘅效率，都應該要思考點樣將收集返嚟嘅二氧化碳轉做有用嘅副產品，咁樣先至可以保證投資者有合理回報，從而令到項目變得更加可持續。